Hello, everyone. I'm Alexandros Pavlou from C in Action or Southeast Europe in Action. And this is our second podcast that we are having the topic of education. And I'm here to discuss the education between Greece and North Macedonia, some general comments, the situation that exists for the programs, the opportunities, etc. So I'm Alexandros Pavlou, and I would like to give the floor to the second moderator of our podcast. Please go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amelia, and I'm very happy to co-host this podcast with Alex. We are planning to do this podcast for a long time, so you will get used to me and Alex. And now I will give the floor again to Alex to introduce our speaker, our guest. So podcast doesn't have speakers, right, Alex?
Yeah, we have with us like Rula Chalamani. Rula is a student in Thessaloniki. Some people say that it's like the most beautiful city in the Balkans, but I don't know. So
I
like to
agree.
give,
I agree.
You agree? Many people in Balkans agree. Anyway, so I would like to give the floor to Rula to say some things about her studies, her background, her roots in North Macedonia and Greece. Please, Rula.
Hi, everyone. It's very nice to be a guest on this podcast organized by C in Action and Youth Alliance. Alex and Anelia, thank you for opportunity for calling me to be part of this podcast. My name is Rula Chalamani. I was born in Bitola, or Monastery is also known here in Greece, in North Macedonia, actually. I'm 23 years old. I have finished my undergraduate studies in the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki, Department of Economics. Now I have started my master also here in Thessaloniki in the Aristotle University, Management and Informational Systems. About my roots, my grandfather, Papu, was born in Greece. So that's why I have the love and the opportunity to learn the Greek language and also to study here in Greece. It's like tradition in our family to know the Greek language and to live the Greek life.
I think most of the people in the Balkans have roots from other countries in the Balkans. For example, I have roots from Turkey. We can see that. We can
I
see
agree
the
that
multiculturalism that exists.
it's the borders actually. Bitola, it's bordering with Florina, with Niki. That's why I guess.
Yeah. It's everything amazing what is happening to the Balkans. It's multiculturalism. And
Everything is connected actually.
everything is connected somehow. Yeah. And I would like to begin by asking you, Rula, to give, not asking you exactly, like to give me some general comments on student life. For example, how is student life in Thessaloniki? How are you facing student life in Thessaloniki? And if you can give us some information about, like a comparative study, what is happening as concerns the student life between the two countries, like in Thessaloniki or maybe in Bitola, something like that.
I forgot to mention the Pelagonia Association from Bitola. It's association for learning the Greek as a foreign language for the Macedonians. But also these years, they're open for different opportunities about the connections between North Macedonia and Greece. That association helped me to come and study here in Greece. First of all, with the language, we're taking the B2 Vitadio level of the Greek as a foreign language. So I'm saying hi to Pelagonia Association as well. So general comments on the student life. Well, I'm very happy that I have experienced the student life here. Giving the example how my friends have experienced in Skopje or in Bitola. I must say that we don't have any differences because when you're a student, wherever you are, you're living the life of party, the life of drinking coffee too much, over drinking coffee, going out, meeting new friends, The difficulties about waking up very early so you can go to the class and be well and listen the classes and the teachers. And I guess that's everywhere in the Balkans. We're not cold people. We want to meet new friends. That's why we have chosen to go somewhere else, despite the fact that we are coming from some city, for the experience and also for being us, I guess.
So somehow we can detect many similarities again between the two
Many,
countries,
many.
especially to the student life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing how the students in both countries, in both cities, are having like the same feelings, the same vibe of going outside, living new adventures, etc.
For example, me, it wasn't that tough when I came here in 2016. Like I didn't have that mental breakdown for leaving my family or for leaving my friends 200 kilometers from here, because Thessaloniki gave me that path that somehow I just have to experience this, and someday I will go back there, or I won't. I don't know.
Should I continue, Alex?
Yeah, Anelia, you can continue. You want, we can continue with the questions.
Yes, I will. So, Rula, I would like to ask you, how open are the young people in Greece for making new friends? It was easy for you to adjust as a foreigner, because always we have these difficulties when we're going to a different country, to adjust, to meet new friends, to meet new people. So how was your experience in general?
I guess due to the open possibilities that generally this country gave us, and especially after the Prespa agreement and also the social media, I can say I didn't have any difficulties to meet new friends and to stay in touch with them. You can meet new friends, but if you don't stay in touch with them, or for helping each other during the classes and after for the exams, that it won't have any sense. For living the new adventures, I must say hi to my best friend Maria Grammatikopoulou, which was from the beginning of my studies till the end. Now she's studying in Cyprus for the master, but hopefully she will come here in next week so uh, we can, I don't know, go out and have the memories that we have the past 5 years.
She is from
Oh yeah,
Thessaloniki.
yeah, she's from Thessaloniki, but she decided to go somewhere else for the master degree. But from my experience, all these years, I didn't have a tiny problem with anyone from Greece. So I must say bravo for the generation that I have met. Due to the political problems that we have and geographical and everything else. I would just say I'm from Firon or I'm from Skopje, and everything ended there. So the next question was, how did you learn the language?
And how did you learn the language?
I knew the language from my family, but also I have taken private lessons in the Pelagonia Association, so I can have the B2 degree, and not to and not to learn 1 year language here, because when you're foreign here, you're obligated to study 1 year the language here in the School of Modern Greek Language. But if you have the B2 level, you just pass and start with your regular studies.
Πολύ ωραία.
Πάρα πολύ ωραία. Πάρα πολύ ωραία. I think that on that I can steal somehow your thunder, Rula, because my mind stuck in the thing that you said by drinking coffee. And I would like to add the comment that one of the things that I really miss about my student life, because I also studied in Thessaloniki, is having the opportunity to drink coffee at 10 in the morning instead of going to my classes. This is a thing that I really, really, really miss.
Bravo, Alex. You are an example for the young people.
Yeah, I am an example because we can mix everything. But yeah, I like the thing, as Rula said, that she never faced a problem. And I'm also really proud for our generation because the young people of nowadays do not have like the stereotypes of the prejudice of the previous generations. And I'm really proud for that,
And
for
the
our
teachers
generation.
also, like, yes, I had difficulties at the beginnings with the learning with the academic level of the language. So after the class, I would go to the teacher and Καλησπέρα, είμαι από τη Βόρεια Μακεδονία. And I have difficulties with the language. Can you tell me some more literature that I can study so I can pass the exam? And they didn't have any comment. They were like, just listen to the class, take notes, and when the exam is on the date, just be prepared. The book is all you need, nothing else more.
Exactly. That gives you like a motivation to continue what you're doing and to be like more engaged with your
And to pass
studies.
the exam, because
Yeah,
if they had a different approach with me, probably I won't have take the degree right now.
yeah. And B2, it's a really, I don't know, maybe really difficult degree with us concerned the Greek language because as many people as I know from abroad, to take like B2 in Greek language is very, very difficult. But anyways, also, for example, you know people, students from both countries. So you have friends that are students in North Macedonia, friends that are students in Greece. Are the students in both countries like willing to travel to the other country? Like if yes or no, then why? Because many people, especially in Thessaloniki, they're going to North Macedonia and vice versa from North Macedonia to Thessaloniki or in Greece in general.
Kalokeri, the summer, is attractive to the Macedonian students. But despite that, many NGOs gave the opportunity to visit some other cities in Greece. So I guess somehow the past years, more other European countries were attracted to the Macedonian students. But now I think that this has changed. Also, we're not that far, the both countries, so students are visiting the cities. I was very thrilled when I heard that students from here from Thessaloniki, they just take the car and go to the border in Evgelia and then drink coffee there, meet new friends, maybe going to the dentist somehow. And I didn't know that they had the opportunity to do that. But I guess when you're growing up, you want to see new things. And they were all positive from all that visits. So I guess that they're willing to travel, the students from the both countries.
And according to your opinion, how popular is the Erasmus Plus program? Is there the students are interested in the student exchanges, educational exchanges, and what do you think where they most go? According to my opinion, and maybe Alex and you have a different one, but not many students want to go to Erasmus exchange in the neighboring country. They prefer to go, I don't know, to Germany, like Alex did, and he didn't came to North Macedonia, he went to Berlin, to Germany, or to other countries, Scandinavian and whatsoever. So what is your opinion on this?
Looking parallel, Greek students are very Erasmus Plus programs, especially the exchanges. But I cannot hesitate to mention that Macedonian students take the opportunity to take part as well. Maybe not all undergraduate studies, but some field like the science. When you're studying science, the Balkan, they have all that Yugoslavian thing and all the Yugoslavian books that they have learned. So when they're on some level of knowing the studies, they want to exchange all the opinions and thoughts with the others. So, for example, in Bitola, we had an Erasmus program with the technical faculty. So I guess it depends on the studies. But yes, they are attracted. It's true that they want to visit some other European countries, and it would have been funny if I from Greece go for Erasmus Plus in North Macedonia, but somehow they are taking the opportunity that the programs are giving, and it's good because we know that this generation are not that much about learning and studying. So the Erasmus is giving them the path, so they will finish the studies, and somehow 2 or 3 months they will take that Erasmus program. Is attracted to them, I guess.
Yeah, I would add on that, for example, many people from Greece, not only from Greece, in general, many students from Balkans, they're willing to go to Western Europe, like Netherlands, France, Germany, because again, there is like these minds and this stereotype that the life in these countries is better, the people are more open. But the thing that we can do, it's like to advocate, to inform the students that by being a student in Thessaloniki, you can go for Erasmus studies, I don't know, in Bucharest, in Skopje, in Sofia. Like, I think the student life in the Balkans, it's like more, let's say, connected because we have so many similarities that we don't know that we have the similarities. And it would be like a very good way to discover the similarities that the people are having among us.
I agree.
So yeah, but to go to a more like technical question, like as concerning infrastructures and facilities, to change a little bit like the topic, I would like to ask you if there are like problems in the universities. For example, I think it's a general problem in Europe, but especially more in Southeastern Europe and more in the Balkans, the lack of funding in both countries as concerned the universities. Or maybe I have heard some comments from some like academical professors that are not so educated and open-minded to explore more in depth the sciences. So I would like to ask you, what is your opinion, your experiences on that?
I would say το νερό κουνιέται δεν σταματάει, which
Every boy.
means I guess everyone searches for more, especially in the general sciences and the natural sciences. They all work on some paper publishing, which means that the impact and the help of the student is excluded as well. So this depends on how much the student wants to be open on that. Do they want just to pass the exam and go on the other exam, and then just they want to take the degree and finish and go working, or they want to extract all that and be part of some other education. For example, I have never thought that I would like to do some paper publishing, or to, I don't know, to go on some conference to debate on something, but somehow these years and also the pandemic stuff gave me the opportunity to think that sometimes you just need to focus on something and to be very I don't know, not predicted on that, but to help some. And in a conversation with some of my professors, I have changed my mind. It's not just to take the degree, but you can have some impact on helping the professors. So to publish and to be more open-minded, so you can explore the depth of the science. But I guess yes, there were problems in the universities. I think that also the money are the problem. When you're growing up, the money are are the problems. So you just want to finish or go find a job, and I don't know, to
I would say that one big problem, like as I have faced in the Greek university, it was like the lack of funding, and again the gap that exists between the university, the studies, the knowledge, and the labor market, for example, because they're not connected. Many people in Greece, and I think this is a general problem also in North Macedonia, in the Balkans, they're getting their degrees, their bachelors, their masters, but they're not connected with the labor market. They don't know what the labor market needs, or the labor market is, let's say, very close to the last years because of the unemployment, etc. But I think to start in the universities is the lack of funding to the sciences. This is my opinion, for example.
yes, but also I guess that it depends on the number of students that are in the classes. For example, we at the economics were like at the start 300 people. So if you're talking to 300 people about job and labor, everyone will start asking. So nothing will happen with the class and the prediction that they have, the program to for that class. But I have seen now in the master that we are talking, and they are connecting the studies with the job, and they're helping and they're giving a path to the students so they can they can have their mind of where can find a job. It's difficult in North Macedonia. I know we have that problem, and we will have, I don't know, till the end of the time. But if you want to work, you can find a job. That's what I can say. If you're searching, if you're looking for help, someone who can, you just need to ask, like from this experience or that experience, and then you can just merge them, and somehow you will find something for doing and for living as well. It's also true that like in the past, I don't know, you just meet one guy or one girl, and then you have marriage and you finish the studies and you work one job. But now, 21st century, the things have changed. We are having more girlfriends, more boyfriends. I can say that people are having two master degrees, so they're not enough from the one master degree, or they're going on the PhD, and they're changing jobs because somehow you can get rid of something, I guess.
Nice topic or question you raised up, Rula. But what I would say, yes, people are having two masters and they are having very qualified diplomas and everything, but the rate of unemployment is quite high, both in North Macedonia and in Greece, especially in the part of cross-border in Greece. So what do you think, what's the main issue here, and whether with bilateral cross-border cooperation it can be, let's say, this number of high rate of unemployment decreased?
I guess first of all is the borders and the barriers with the language. Not many people are willing to start studying some other language except of the English. And the past years, the German language, it's very popular. Um, then it it's more attracted to go on some other European countries than to go in North Macedonia from Greece, or to go to Greece from North Macedonia. And it has to be some private firm that somehow can take you to work there. So I guess the unknown popularity that the both countries are having, maybe that's also the problem. But I guess in the languages, it's a problem. You know, in North Macedonia, they just want to know how to order coffee, not to learn the language from the very beginning. We have the opportunity. We have Greek Greek schools, but it's not that popular. I guess people are doing what the others are doing, and the others are doing just to go somewhere abroad. And abroad means Germany or America or UK. That's my opinion.
This is the thing that we must change because, for example, in Southeastern Europe, there is like brain drain, as we all know, many young people that they are having like bachelor's and master's degrees, but not only degrees, in general, many young people that they know a specific, like they have a specific knowledge, let's say. They're going to UK, to Germany, to France. There is no like a cross-border collaboration between the Southeastern European countries. Because, for example, I know that in Romania or in Croatia or in Greece, there is a lack of some labors that maybe people from Bulgaria can take this labor. I don't know, somehow cross-border collaboration, especially to sciences or to academians, to universities, collaboration, because Greece, it's only collaborating with Germany, with France, with Spain. I think this is also the case with the other countries in Southeastern Europe, and this is a thing that the young people, this generation can change that, and we're having like all the tools to change that. We are traveling, we are meeting each other, we know the gaps and the lacks of the other Southeastern European countries. This is a thing that we need to change. For example, collaboration between the universities of Greece and the universities in North Macedonia. I don't
We
know.
are having that correlation, but I guess that what the trend is, the students are following.
Yeah.
That's
The
the
young,
main.
yeah, there is the collaboration, but again, I think if you ask the average student in Greece, where would you like to go for master's degrees? They will reply instantly, like to Germany or to UK.
Absolutely, I agree.
And I think that a way to evolve our universities is not only by asking for funding by the government. Of course, we need like to increase our funding from the government, and we need more opportunities, but also by giving the opportunity to collaborate with the universities in the region. For example, from Thessaloniki to go to Skopje, to Sofia, to Bucharest, not getting absorbed by London or Paris or Berlin and things like that.
Uh, it has started, I must say, from the experience that my mother has. They had a collaboration between Greece, North Macedonia, and Albania, but it was only for professors, not from students, and it was just a conference to everyone to see what they have done during their professional life. That was all. So yeah, I agree. We need to work on that cross-border collaboration. So we could stay all in the Balkans and be all together because we have the similarities. You know, when you're going in Germany, you say you don't go out after 9, you don't do that. You are very focused on your job. But when you're here in the Balkans, you want to do it like siga siga.
Πιο σιγά πεθαίνεις, τέλος πάντων.
I didn't understand a thing, but I will must learn Greek.
Yeah,
At some point.
Anelia, you must
Starting
learn
from you,
Greek
Anelia.
to coordinate, bre, Anelia.
Yes, I
It will
have
be
this
easier.
language barrier to coordinate. Elare. Okay, so Rula, as let's say as a final message, this is an endless topic, and we can talk like I don't know for 3 hours without stop. But what will be your message to those young people who are planning to study abroad, or who are hesitating whether to go to Skopje, for example, those who are from Bitola, or to go to Thessaloniki? Why you will recommend the young people from North Macedonia to choose a Greece as their destination for education, university education?
In North Macedonia, the last 10 years, the trend is to study on your own, like programming and technologies. So some of them just take that 1 year course, and that doesn't need any other specialization. But on the other side, here in Greece, my opinion is that after that 4 or 5 year undergraduate studies, they immediately look for a job so they can have that minimum experience and practice. My message will be, first of all, you should always follow your dreams. If your dream is to, after that prom thing, start working, yes, go and work. But if your dream is to become a better person on your personal life, to meet new friends, to have a new experience, to learn how to live on your own, uh, the first thing to do is to search some near universities if you don't want to be uh, uh, on the long way with your family, to search universities around that can provide a good education. And then after 4 or 5 years, you go like a full package to your country. That's how I have understood my education. And I didn't just finish my undergraduate studies and looking for a job. Yes, I wanted to have some job to to understand to understand what I have been learning for 4 years. But after that, I have with my thoughts, I have understood that I should finish my master degree to have the specialization, and then to be like a full on every gap, on every field. And if I have the opportunity to go back in my country, in North Macedonia, so every student should start searching. There are many scholarships. There are other helps if the money are a problem. Uh, if they have the dream, it it should become a reality, I guess. And all these years, with all these NGOs, organizations, collaborations, uh, the young people should understand that the sky is only the limit if they want to have a good progress on their own life. That's my message.
I would add on that all the people, by following their dream and by expressing themselves and by doing what they really want to do, studying, traveling, meeting new cultures, meeting new people, then I think this is the strongest tool to change the world. By doing and expressing your beliefs and studying and getting to know people and cultures, then we can change the world. Despite our countries, despite the conflicts that they exist in the world, the issues, the borders, if all the people individually will follow their dream, the world will change and be a better place.
Just to add one last thing, I was here for 4 years. Then the pandemic started, and for 20 months I was in North Macedonia. So somehow everything changed. Then I had the opportunity to meet you, Alex, and you and Ilya in Halkidiki on that Balkan conference about the Prespa agreement. And from then, I'm a new person because I knew that I will start the master from here, from Thessaloniki, not online on Zoom. And I was like, will I meet new friends? How will be my life here in Thessaloniki? And then the Halkidiki thing happened, and I was like, I can't wait to go to Greece and meet everyone that I have met on the conference. So I will continue from where I have stopped due to the pandemic. So only the sky is limit. If I wanted to stay in Bitola and just do nothing, probably I would have been here. So guys, thank you for having me and for having the great time there, for your open minds, first of all, for your cheerful thoughts. so we can have this podcast now, and hopefully for other collaborations, and having a great time.
Thank
I
you,
would like
Rula.
to thank you also, Rula. Thank you for everything. And I think that event in Halkidiki gave us somehow a boost in order to forget all these like weird months of lockdown and self-isolation, etc. And somehow motivated us to continue about what we are doing, to continue following our beliefs, which is like collaboration, building bridges, of course, and trusting each other, because all of us together, despite our differences, if we have like a normal like conversation, we can solve our problems having as a common base, like trusting each other. So
I'm
thank you, Rula, for everything. Thank you, Anelia.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was
It was
amazing.
it was amazing and quite motivating for us, for me and Alex, and all our colleagues being part of this initiative. If we have managed to inspire someone, then we are on a good track. We won't lie, it's quite challenging, but we need this kind of alliance like you are, Rula, to be on board with us and to try to change the perspective of as many young people and students as possible. So thank you a lot. So, Alex, what we're gonna discuss on the next podcast? We are still hesitating, right?
Yeah, it's a thing that we must, of course, to give like some time. I have some ideas. I don't know if I can express my ideas.
Let's keep them as a surprise, because if we're gonna express them publicly, then people will expect to do that.
Yeah, they will lose interest,
Yes.
I think. But again, we will find it. We have many ideas.
So thank you a lot, and all of those who are listening to us. If you have some questions, how you can start your student career in Greece or in North Macedonia, you can always reach out to us. And if you want a contact of Rula, I think she will be more than willing to provide. So just write in a private message or in a comment. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
See you in the next episode.